Try again.
So the local community board is requesting that the site, that they take a look at the site. Yeah, there's the abandoned cars, and you're asking for cleanup, right? I mean, the board can, I guess, stand behind that. Maybe we can reach out to CB12 since it's technically CB,
Well, we did.
right? And stand together. So.
Great. Thank you, Adam. Scott Springer's office, Ariel De La Cruz.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Are we awake or not? I don't know. All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm a little sick, so I'm sorry. I didn't realize I sounded like this till now. My name is Maria De La Cruz. I am the Bronx Borough Director for New York City Controller Scott Stringer. I just wanted to make a few brief announcements. The first one is that we're having our Italian community breakfast, which I know is Joe McManus's favorite time of the year in our office. It is October 17th at 8:30 a.m. So I know that 1 Center Street is not too far from here, I swear. It doesn't take me that long at all. So I would love folks that love Italian heritage, that are Italian, or just want to go meet some people to go to the breakfast again. It's October 17th, 8:30 a.m. The breakfast starts at 9, and it's Italian community breakfast. The other thing is, I know that I heard about pruning issues. Our office is trying to look into some of those issues because we've heard concerns from, I know definitely Community Board 10 and some other, and Community Board 8 about pruning and trees falling down. So if there's any assistance that you might need from our office for advocacy purposes, please let us know. And again, if you would like to see me at any of your meetings, you're gonna have to let me know, okay? Thank you very much.
We have Don Shiano.
I got one for you, and it's the same question that I was going to ask the other gentleman.
Sure.
On Bronx Park East, you're talking about trees being pruned and stuff like that. About 15 years ago, there used to be maybe 70 trees from Pelham Parkway to Allerton Avenue. Now there's only about 40. Okay, what they did was, to stop cars from hitting the trees, they put I-beams. That's the steel beams. Looks like an I, capital I. Pounded it into the asphalt, so this way the cars would not back into the trees. What they did was they cut the roots. Now, most of the trees have a hole in them, bigger than a basketball. And I'd say the trees that came down, about 30 or 35 of them, is all because they killed the roots. We had a couple of bad storms in the last 4 or 5 years, and they all came down. Now, are they doing anything to try and save those trees, number one?
So that is not a question I can answer. What I can answer is what we're trying to do is look into process, because we've heard a lot of complaints from different people about trees not getting pruned or trees getting mistreated. So that's something that our office can consider as well. But it's important for me, at least, to use the Bronx Park East and what?
Bronx Park East between Pelham Parkway North and really even past that. It goes down almost as far as Burke Avenue.
Okay.
But I did meet with the Parks Commissioner, Iris, showed it to her. She agreed that it was a problem. This is almost a year ago. Haven't heard anything, nobody's done anything. And aside from that, all of the trees on Bronx Park East in that area need to be pruned, whether it was 5, 7, 8 years ago. I don't know, but yeah, they say every 6 or 7 years, but they're lying.
So like I said, that's something we're working on, and hopefully I could get you, and not necessarily an answer, but just process of what we're doing.
Good, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Tommy Messina from Congressman Crowley's office.
I just want to hope everybody had a great summer, because we all deserve it. I just want to let you know, the office is open. We had a tough summer, as you all know. But the office is open. We are doing all our constituent work. We back like that. My darling Peter told me there's a mailbox missing. I will be on my contact tomorrow morning and getting that mailbox back where it was. Of course, they repaved the street, they didn't put it back. I just want to say something about Deputy Inspector Alps and Detective Jay Sturtevant. What they do is incredible. I think they deserve a round of applause.
You only said that because they're still here.
No, I told her I wanted to say something about them. just in case I don't make it, and I know next month I won't be here because I'm on vacation. No, just next month, that week. I'm taking my family to Disney World. Okay? All my kids and my grandkids. My wife's bucket list. I asked her for my bucket list. I said, why don't you pay for half of it? No, that's not my bucket list. That's your bucket list. But I just want to say something. I've met so many great people in 23 years that I've been doing this. Last night I went to the Morris Park Association. Tonight is here. I don't know if I'll be back, me, myself, because stuff happens. But I just want to say how much I've met, how much I've been so happy to meet these people all my life. In my life, for 23 years I've been doing this. Just like something like a farewell tour, but not a farewell tour because I can still come here. I just want to tell you how much I'm so endeared to all of you people that you've made me feel so comfortable. I know I only got 10 seconds left. Just want to say I love doing what I do for 2 congressmen, and I'm not going nowhere, and I love all you people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tommy. Is Brian Adams still here?
Yeah.
Brian, please go to the table. They need your signature over there. Gustavo Rivera's office, Miguel Rondon.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Miguel Rondon. I am the Community Affairs Representative for New York State Senator Gustavo Rivera. It's actually my very first time speaking in Community Board 11, even though I've been working with the Senator for about 4 years now. I'm usually more west at Community Board 5 and 6. So just a couple of announcements. This is a different setup for me just because it's 2 minutes. Usually in the other community boards, I just read entire essays, but I know you guys don't want to hear all that. So really quickly, over the summer, a couple of things that we did is we hosted our 5th annual Senior Health Fair with over 200 seniors in attendance. It was great. If you did not get to go over the summer, then we have it every year. We usually send out mail. If you're not in our mailing list, call our office and let us know. That way we can let you guys know when the event is. Something else that we did for the kids, we were very proud to distribute close to 3,000 backpacks in all within the 33rd Senate District with incredible partners. And next thing is what's going to be happening in Albany. For the next legislative session that starts in January, we're going to need stronger rent laws, and this June the New York State regulations will expire. So we'll be fighting to renew and strengthen the rent regulated protections that affects the entire state actually. And also, this summer, Senator Rivera was extremely proud to introduce the Coda's Law. That's the most comprehensive legislation in the state to prevent children from getting exposed to lead. And we're really hoping to pass that with your support in this upcoming session. Thank you.
Last but not least, Dylan from Assemblymember Fernandez's office.
How's everyone doing? On behalf of myself and the Assemblywoman, we hope you all have a good summer. We're happy to be back, we're happy to be here, and we're ready to get to work again. I'm going to start off with some event announcements. On Saturday, October 13th, we are doing a free mental health and first aid training at Jacoby Hospital. It is going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Please come, it's going to be great. We're trying to really focus on making sure that mental health is a priority, not just for us in the community, but also up in Albany. And we have other events coming up, but we do not have set dates for them yet, but I'll be getting that to you shortly. In other news with the Assemblywoman, we're getting our legislative agenda together. We're working very hard to make sure that we focus on education, transportation, and other issues regarding mental health, as well as criminal justice reform. And yesterday, this is one that pertains specifically to Community Board 11. The Assemblywoman spoke at the MTA board meeting yesterday, asking that Amtrak take responsibility for replacing the Pelham Bay Bridge, and that's holding up the Penn Station access project. So we're really trying to make sure that the governor's office and the MTA focuses on getting that resolved as soon as possible so we can start work on this project ASAP. That's it for my announcements right now. I'm sure all of you know how to contact me if you need anything else. And I love all of you. I hope you all are great. No questions?
Thank you. And I would also like to invite everyone, or welcome everyone back from a long, comfortable summer. I want to welcome our new members, John Musto. Wave, John. Musto. Debbie Kowalczyk.
Can we pronounce it better?
Oh, there you go. And Lindsay Copeland is a repeat. She went away, couldn't leave us and came back. Just a few items. First of all, a motion to approve the board minutes as distributed.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? No, there was no reason for this. Next, the executive board voted regarding Bruxelles Lounge on 925 Allerton Avenue. There was a major problem there, and we got to do it over the summer, so they voted to deny the license to them. Also, the executive board, the bylaw committee, I'm calling the bylaw committee back into, they're on a hiatus. But I asked them to come back again because I would like to have them work on something that we'll have to pass later on after they come up with some kind of a proposal. My idea was, we have a lot of absences on our board. So we're allowed 3 excused absences. What I'm proposing, and I'm asking David and his committee to work on, is 3 absences, excused, unexcused. The 4th one, we're bringing you up on charges and having you removed. The other one is 5 meetings overall, excused or not excused. So in other words, if you miss 5 meetings, even though they may all be excused, on the 6th meeting, there's only 10 in the year. Not even, I think there's 9. If you can't make 5 out of 9, then maybe you find something else to do. So that's the proposal I'm making to David. I'm asking David and his committee to sit down and work out a proposal for that so that we can work that out. And then we can vote on it and discuss it once they come up with their plan. Yes, Ann?
Al, I just wanted to say the meeting will be open, David and I guess Joanne, but she's not here. We're going to try to meet on October 11th at 7 p.m. in the front part of the office to address the bylaws. Yeah, Tony, I don't know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Al, you said 3 meetings of the executive board.
No. I'm just talking about executive board.
Executive board.
Full board.
I mean, the full board. And how about the 5? Is it the full board or is it all meetings?
Or whatever address
I
it.
thought we were going to do committee meetings.
Hold on, so let me clarify. So it's committees and full board separate, right? The way the bylaws currently are is if you miss 3 committee meetings in a row, you're up for removal. Separately, if you miss 3 full board meetings in a row, you're up for removal. So as far as we spoke last, we're going to keep the distinction, committees and full board separate. So, right?
I'm going to leave that up to David to come up with a proposal, and then we'll work on it. We'll let the board discuss it. We'll talk about it, see what we want to do, and then as a board, we'll vote to approve or disapprove or make any corrections that we need to make. The other thing I asked Jeremy to do is, we get a lot of complaints coming into the office, and I asked the people in the office to write down any complaint that comes in. Write it down someplace. Either you put it on the computer, put it on a big board somewhere. Write down what the complaint was, who sent it in, what you did about it, and how it was completed. Because what happens is sometimes something comes in, we'll make a call, and then we assume it's taken care of, and then we go to sleep on it. And then the same person will call back in 3 months and say, I told you 3 months ago, and we said, well, we made a call. Well, that's not enough. In other words, I want it followed through so that we follow it through to fruition. So that at the end of the day, we can say, when Jeremy makes his report, he can say, look, we had this complaint, we did this about it, this is how it ended up. We called 4 times, 5 times, whatever it might be, until it was taken care of. This way, once you make a complaint, you know we're going to follow through with it. And the other thing I ask, and I ask this for we're all, you know, we're all here, we're all giving our time. We have a lot of committee meetings. Everybody's on a committee. If you don't have an agenda for that committee, don't have the meeting. There's no reason to have people come out and look at each other and smile and then say, okay, we don't have an agenda, we don't have a quorum, let's go home. If you have something important, then people should be there.
That's right.
But if you don't have anything for the agenda, just you didn't have a meeting this month, not a big deal. It saves everybody a lot of hassle, people coming out. So, and the other thing I've asked is that we check all the religious holidays so that we don't make the mistake of scheduling something on a religious holiday. So I think you spoke to the rabbi, right? And he was going to send you a, yes.
We generally have the calendar, right? Barbara Gelnick used to give us the calendar. David gave me an email calendar. What I like to do is I call someone like Barbara Gelnick, and she'll tell me, yes, this is important, keep this on. No, that's not that important, don't worry about that. I mean, you can keep it on, but you can have a meeting, whatever.
I'd like to keep the meetings about an hour and a half at most, which means, you know, if you have something to say, let's be brief. You know, we're not politicians, we're not, I'm sorry. We're not looking to feather our nest, we just want to get a point across and get home. So, you know, make our points and then leave. So, you know, I asked that. The other thing I asked for is, we're a public organization. Let's be civil to each other. We can disagree, and we can agree to disagree. I know there's some people sitting in the audience that I disagree with strongly, but they have a right to their opinion. We all have a right to our opinion, but we need to be civil to each other. We're not there to I got you. It's there that we have a discussion, and when the discussion is over, it's over. Not where we're mean-spirited, because that doesn't bode well for us, and doesn't bode well for the people that are you know, in the gallery watching us. So I ask for those few things. Also, just a reminder, on October 7th, we have the Bronx Columbus Day Parade coming down. It kicks off at 12 o'clock. It should be a real good one this year. We have a few more bands than we had last year, and you know, some nice floats. So if you have nothing to do, come down Morris Park, enjoy the day, and pray for sunshine. All right, thank you.
Great. No questions? Treasurer's report has been distributed. If you have questions, come see Harry and me after the meeting. Sylvia was obviously out sick.
No, he's here.
Oh, he's here? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.